Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this series of robotic arm tutorials. So in this tutorial I will explain you how to model the bottom, or you can say the base part of this robotic arm, as you can see it from here. And let me show you in a separate file. This is going to be the part which I will explain you how to model in this tutorial. So let's begin. So first open a part file and click on OK button, and after that this is optional step to change the background to plain white. And after that I will click on the top plane and then click on the sketch button. Then I will select the circle and I will create two circles on the origin. So first one is going to be this, and then I will create another circle on this origin, and then I will specify the diameters. So I will select the smart dimensioning tool from here, and then I will specify the diameter of the bigger circle as 300 millimeters. So you need to make sure that you have selected mmgs here as units, and then I will specify the diameter of the smaller circle, which is 250 millimeters. After that I will go to features tab, then I will select the extruded boss base here, and then I want to extrude this up to 20 millimeters. So you can either change it from here, or you can manually backspace and then specify 20 millimeters and then check this box. Okay, and then I will select either of the face. So for example, I will select this face and click on the sketch option, this one. So we have basically two sketch options, so make sure to select the bottom one, the sketch, and then you can select this inner circle and click on the convert entities button. If this don't work for you, don't worry, let me show you another way. Select a circle and create a circle at the origin like this. Press escape button now, hold control key, select this circle and this circle, and make relation tangent, this one. So either way it would work, it's up to you how you make it. Then go to features and select extruded boss base. And here let me tell you about one thing, the direction of extrusion. So we can drag this arrow, which is not going to be a very precise length of extrusion. So we have to specify the length of extrusion in other way, this one. So the length of extrusion is going to be 100 millimeter, and then we can check the box. If for example the direction of extrusion is wrong, then we can click here and click on the edit feature button, which is very first. You can change the direction of extrusion, and this is the incorrect one, this right here. We want to fill this gap. So what I will do, I will right click here on extruded boss 2, click on edit feature, and I will change the direction of extrusion here and then check this box. Okay, now I will select this surface and again I will select the sketch. Okay, then I will create a circle here on this origin. Then I want to specify the diameter of this circle, which is going to be 150. And there is one more thing, guys. If you have specified incorrect diameter, then you can double click here and you can change it very easily. For example, I have again specified 120, then moved on to 150. Then I will go to feature, select extruded boss base, and then I will specify the length of extrusion, which is going to be 100 millimeters, and I will check the box. Then I want to make some holes on the back side. So I will select this face and click on sketch. So for reference, I am going to create here a circle on this origin, and the diameter of this is going to be 275 millimeters. So I will specify the diameter of the circle 275. Okay, since this is going to be a reference, so what I will do, I will select this circle and I will make it as construction geometry, this option. If you see, this is now converted into dotted. So make sure to specify the reference lines and circle as dotted. If you want to go back, just select and again select the same option of construction geometry. It will convert back to the solid line. Okay, now I will select a circle and I will create a circle on any of these quadrants. So I will make a circle here on this yellow quadrant. and I will specify the diameter of this as 15 millimeter. And after specifying the diameter, I will cut this. So I will go to feature and I'll select the extruded cut this time, and here I will specify through all. So here we have to make sure about the direction of cut as well. We can change the direction of the cut by using these arrows, and as you can see, the circle is made on top of the surface. So if we cut in this direction, it will make sense. Otherwise, if you cut in the wrong direction, it will give you some error. Now I want 4 holes. So what I will do, I will use circular pattern command. So in direction 1, I will specify the circular edge and make sure that it is appeared in the window. So there is one thing, equal spacing, which I will explain you a little later. First, let's specify which thing I want to circular pattern. So I will select this hole, inner surface, make sure about that. And you can increase the number of holes from here, as you can see it from here. But I want 4 holes and all of those should be of equal spacing. So I will check equal spacing from here, and as you can see, they have now equal spaced holes. So these are created. Now there is an optional thing. So I will enable the real graphics. The optional thing is that you can specify some color or appearance to this. So in the high gloss plastics, I will specify this blue color. So here we are done with our tutorial number 1 of this robotic arm, and we have successfully created this bottom part. And after creating this bottom part, you can save this, and for that you need to go to file, click on save as, and I have created this folder robotic arm where I will save this bottom, or you can say base part of the robotic arm. And I will see you in the next part of this robotic arm. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.